Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz. It's not going to happen, mate. 15th. Bummer. So, due to injury on Nate Diaz's side, they're going to be moving this to UFC 263, June 12th. This card has a lot of potential. I mean, it's already stacked. It's pretty good. But if we add Kamaru Usman to this and we're adding, Nate Diaz, Leon Edwards, this card is going to be crazy. We have the main event, Israel Adesanya versus Marvin Vettori. Boring. No, I'm just kidding. But it is a little bit, in my opinion, because it's like a lock. Israel's really fun to watch. Marvin, I just feel like he's not gonna beat him. But then again, people shock the world all the time. So I'm definitely gonna have my eyes peeled and be watching, because if Marvin can do it, ooh, that would be absolutely incredible. But I'm pretty sure he's going there as a massive underdog. We have Davison Figueiredo versus Moreno, right? Brandon Moreno. That fight, the first fight was really good. So this second fight should be amazing. We have Drew Dober on this card. We have a lot of great fights. So there was another one. Who was it? Oh yeah, Damian Maia. We also have Paul Craig. So this card is amazing. It's amazing card. And then we also have the addition of Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards on this card. But what's more interesting is that Kamaru Usman might be on this card. At least that's what he wants. He wants to fight on this card, and I love that he's such an active fighter. He's really defining himself as, like, the greatest of all time, because now that Khabib is kind of gone, a lot of people are seeing him as this, and, I love that he's such an active champ, and not only that, but he's calling out people. The way that he called out Jorge, that was just a boss move, and I said that in my other video. I'm like, that's the BMF right there, to call out an opponent you already beat and you're the champ, But I guess it's the way you see it too, right? It's like, are you just calling out easy fights, right? Maybe he, because he's calling out Michael Chiesa, which that's kind of interesting. I think Michael Chiesa, correct me if I'm wrong, he's ranked 7. And then you have Colby Covington, just, in the corner, ready to go, and he's kind of like playing this waiting game, but it's, I think he should fight Kamaru. Dana White already said, hey, Kamaru and Colby, that's the next one, because Colby gave him the most competitive fight that we've seen. There's no denying that. And, love him, hate him, he's a great fighter, and you want to watch it. Either you want to watch him win or you want to watch him lose. You want to see them get embarrassed. You want to see the behind the stage, backstage drama. And I'm a broken record, because all of this stuff, I'm always saying this, but they have such juicy drama and such juicy beef, and it is personal. At least it seems personal, and it would make for a great fight, honestly. So if they could make Colby Covington, can you imagine versus Kamaru on UFC 263, and have Israel and have Nate Diaz, I mean, it's very, very possible, right? And I don't really understand the hesitancy that Kamaru Usman has to rematch Colby. Is that sort of like, I mean, he's not worried about it, because we all saw what Kamaru Usman did to Jorge. He seems like Kamaru Usman 2.0. Trevor Whitman is really improving his game, and I feel like, with that sort of mindset, maybe he's just gonna make an even more statement finish on Colby, or maybe Colby is going to surprise us and, have a sneaky, win and do that. And I feel like I would prefer that, because I feel like if he gets the belt, there's going to be a lot of people coming for him, and it's going to be really exciting. And I just love what he brings to the table. He's so entertaining, with everything, and I just feel like it's gonna be fun, but that's the thing, Kamaru is so good, so I don't know, I keep on going back and forth. But for Israel, for sure, I'm confident Israel's gonna beat Marvin Vettori 100%, no doubt about that. That to me is a lock. That to me is a lock. Davison Figueiredo, he's probably gonna beat Moreno. And then, yeah, and then I was thinking about Paul Craig. So, like, Paul Craig's also on this card, and his stare downs are always so fun, too. Like, he paints his face. He's very intense. Him and Cutelaba, I feel like they're cut from the same cloth in a way. Like, at least with their stare downs, so intense. And actually, speaking of Cutelaba just had a fight, which was a draw. And I was, like, screaming at the TV. I was like, there's no way this was a draw. Cutelaba won that, you know? And I kind of felt bad for Cutelaba. I was like, you won that fight, you know? So yeah. And then what's funny too was in the stare down versus Cutelaba and Jacoby, Dana White, you know, was giving a lot of crap to Sean Shelby for what happened not too long ago, you know, versus Close and Jeremy Stevens. Remember, he shoved him. You know, the fight was compromised. He said he had whiplash, you know. It was kind of due to like a weight cut, but he's like suffered a concussion, you know, and like the injury was definitely real, but it just sucked that they had to lose the fight for that sort of thing. And Dana White, you know, the same thing kind of happened with Cutelaba, because Cutelaba just grabbed Jacoby, and he came up so unassuming, you know, shook Dana White's hand, very calm, you know, and then he just grabs him. And I love that because his stare downs are always so fun. He never disappoints. But, yeah, so that was great. But I thought he won that fight. I didn't think it was a draw. I think that was some BS, you know. I want to check real quick what the rest of the card looks like, because this card, yeah, like I said, Drew Dober, Paul Craig, Damian Maia, Israel. Can you imagine if we have Israel Adesanya, we have Kamaru, we have Nate Diaz, Colby Covington, Leon, all on that one card? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because the UFC has been giving us these amazing cards lately where it can very well happen. But I really hope it's not going to be Kamaru Usman versus Michael Chiesa, because I'm not excited for that. But let me know in the comments what you think about all this. Thanks.